Hi, my name is Caroline Wise, and this is Venture into Outschool. And today I'm going to talk about a hot topic in the Outschool community: copyright rules, regulations, and laws. So the mandatory caveat that I have to start with is that I'm not an attorney. This should not replace any legal advice that you need, and I'm not an official spokesperson for Outschool. I'm just a teacher who is interpreting the law to the best of my ability and creating classes that, as far as I understand, follow the laws and the rules completely. Now, first I want to tell you a little story. I went to create my first Outschool class, and everybody says to choose something that is in line with your passion, something you love to teach. So I chose something that I loved to teach in the brick and mortar classroom, and that is optical illusions. So I sat down to start creating my presentation, and I quickly realized that optical illusions rely on visuals, and all these visuals are copywritten, and I really couldn't use them. I was really frustrated, but very determined and very stubborn. So I went bit by bit. Guys, I spent hours, really hours, going bit by bit through all the images that I wanted to use and asking for permission. So today I'm going to share a little bit with you about who I reached out to, what my emails and communications looked like, and the types of replies that I got back. And I did successfully create an optical illusions class that follows all the rules to the best of my knowledge. Be sure to stay till the end of the video when I will share my favorite person that I heard back from and got a yes from. I'm not going to focus a lot on sources for free images in this video, but I will mention a few different places where you can get free images. One is Pixabay, another is Unsplash. I didn't use those two very much for this particular class, but I did find my sources in 3 other ways. The first one was Wiki Commons. So you can search Wiki Commons for images that are free for commercial use. Make sure it's for commercial use because those are the guidelines that we need to follow as Outschool teachers. We cannot follow the guidelines of normal brick and mortar teachers. So Wiki Commons is a great place to find images. You just have to make sure to cite them as is required of you. The second place I found images was Canva, and I did go ahead and purchase images because mine were so specific, so I considered it an investment in creating my class that I would then earn back in just a class or two. Their images are so inexpensive. It's only $1, maybe $2 to buy an image, and so you can make that up easily in one class of teaching on Outschool. And the third place I found images was by asking the artist or the person or the publisher or the YouTube creator for the rights to use their work. And that was tedious. And at times I thought, what am I doing? Why don't I just pick something easier? But it wound up being actually kind of fun because I would hear back from them and it was neat to hear directly from the person who created it. Also, I think it resulted in a class I'm really proud of and a class I feel comfortable legally teaching. Here are some different types of entities that I've reached out to. YouTube creator, a pretty famous TED Talk speaker, websites, book publishers, individual artists, and for a different class, I reached out to a game creator and got the rights for that. Off the top of my head, I would say I got about 80% yeses from the people I reached out to, about 10% no's, and about 10% I didn't hear back from them. I cast a pretty wide net so that I would at least get enough yeses to create a class, and I was really shocked how many people responded quickly and casually and very positively about using their content. So here's the type of email that I would send to people. Sometimes they would have a contact form on their website. Through YouTube, there's a way to contact the creator there. Sometimes I just found their email and reached out to them. This is sort of an email template or the type of communication I would send to initiate the conversation with the content creator. My name is Caroline Wise, and I'm an online teacher. I was a classroom gifted education teacher before teaching online with Outschool, and I would link Outschool to my personal Outschool profile. I'm currently creating a class about optical illusions. As it stands now, it will be a one-time course, and I will charge each student $9 for a 40-minute class. I will take up to 5 students per class. I plan to teach it multiple times, depending on its popularity. May I use your XYZ in my class? I am happy to credit you in any way necessary, both in the classroom description and during class. Thanks for letting me know and for the delight your experiments have given us all. It's always good to end with a little compliment there, which is genuine because I was always reaching out to someone whose work I very much respected and admired. All right, now I'm going to read you some of the types of replies that I received from different people. No problem at all. Given today's environment, we are happy to see alternatives to all children to continue to learn. Yes, of course. In order to be consistent in how I distribute my videos, I don't make exceptions to these policies, even for worthwhile causes. That one was a no. This should be fine as long as the book is not used as promotional material. Feel free to use images from my website. If you want to scan and share specific passages, I'll need the specific page numbers you intend to do that with, and need to know whether students will be able to download those pages. Keep me posted. As mentioned in one of my previous videos, when I asked for the rights to use a game, they said that was fine as long as I always cited a very specific citation they wanted me to have in my class description. So that kind of gives you a feeling for the types of responses I would get. Depending on the response I received from the creator, I often asked follow-up questions, kind of just to push to see if I could get the rights to even more. So if I obtained the rights to use one page of the book, I may respectfully follow up and see if I can use any page from the book. Or if they said, sure, you can read our book in your class, I might say, well, can I use the title of the book in my class title and description? Would that be okay? So I tended to initially ask for sort of the baseline of what I wanted, and then if I got a yes, I would ask for just a little bit more in case I wanted to change the class or promote it in a different way. I hope that gives you an idea how to reach out to people. Don't be afraid to do it. The worst that can happen is that you get a no, and it will probably be very polite and respectful, and you can just move on and go to your next entity. I didn't hear back from several websites, so I just go to plan B and C and D and find something that I feel completely safe using in class, and I don't have to worry about looking over my shoulder if anyone's going to catch me. So as promised, my favorite person I heard back from and got a yes from was the 3D sidewalk chalk artist Edgar Mueller. His work is spectacular, and I'm so thankful he's allowing me to use the images from his website. My students are delighted by his work and totally in awe of him, as am I. If you liked this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment. This comment was left by Evelyn Joy on my video about the Outschool application process. Evelyn writes, "Hey Caroline, excellent video. Saving this video to an Outschool playlist to share with friends." Thank you so much, Evelyn, for visiting my channel, and I really appreciate your support. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do so now. I post videos about teaching online. I currently teach with both Outschool and VIP Kid. And if you're not following me yet on Instagram, I'd love to see you over there. My name is teacher_Caroline. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in getting hired by Outschool, feel free to go to my description box and click the link to get my free application guide. It's free to anyone who would like to use it, and you're welcome to have it. I also help people get hired. You just have to email me at teachercarolinewise@gmail.com, and we can start the conversation about coaching you through the application process. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great time teaching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.